Tá bom,
Sim.
pronto? Okay, I realize I'm going live.
Yes, of course.
I realize I'm going live just as that Big Red is going live, so I'll make this as quick as possible. I had to throw this live up real quick. Just got news a couple days ago. My father passed away. He was the patriarch of the family, generous guy. Died of an aneurysm. So pretty unexpected. He wasn't in the best health, but he wasn't exactly old. So I've been lagging. I haven't done anything for a while. So I thought Mariana's been bugging me to hurry up and get this video out. So I thought I'd try and get it done before Big Red started, but obviously I didn't make it in time. So I'll get off as quick as possible. Real quick, this is from China, another Chinatown find. I'll read it another time. This is just this random English. That's just crazy. And dollar store. They got these UV lights, so I'll do a upcoming thing on that. And hey, Boondocks, what's up, man? I got this at Ross for what? Peanuts. $6 I got this for. Folding pocket chair, U.S. Army. Looks official. I don't know how official it is, but it's pretty heavy too, so I'll have to weigh it and find out. But I'll do an unboxing of that later as well. I guess what I'm here for is kind of a plug for Jimislash. If you guys use affiliate links, I want to urge you. I realize there's a lot of channels out there, and they're all worth supporting if you like them. But supporting Jimislash is on a different level, I think, because you're not just supporting the channel, you're supporting what his channel is about, which is the PIF, the Pay It Forward, PIF, Pay It Forward. I wasn't expecting this. I had forgotten about it. And when I got it, I was kind of confused. I was like, oh, is it an old giveaway that I won? Because I won a couple of giveaways. But, his whole concept of Pay It Forward is, if you're down and on your luck, kind of put a smile on your face. I mean, this arrived the day my father passed. So I want to let Jimislash know that this is the kind of thing that is so incredibly meaningful. I'm getting a little emotional now, but so let me just stop for now and let me just do this quick unboxing, and we can hop off and get on to Jimislash. So, unboxing knife, of course. Hey.
Amor, ele fala com você.
Thanks a lot, Goondocks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm of course everyone's been asking me how I'm doing, and I'm just I'm numb, I'm confused, I'm just in a state of shock. So I really don't know what to say. I'm confused. So here's the PIF box. So there's the SMKW sticker, CRKT Confidence in Hand, Outdoor Edge. This is Havalon. Those they're hunting those Replace-A-Blade. They're kind of the name brand in Replace-A-Blade hunting knives. Commando Knife Company. Looks like Eck Commando Knife Company. I'm not quite familiar with that. One of the SMKW blades. Candy Dum Dums. Oh, this is cool as heck. This is Tack Extreme. It's definitely plastic. It's a lockback. Has this sort of. Yep, Tack Extreme, serrated, of course. Not spring assisted. It is a backlock. Not drop shutty at all. Rivet. So no, but let's see. Nope. Can't quite flick it open, but then again, it is a black backlock. So I think when he talks about this, a great PIF knife, if you watch his show, this is absolutely a great PIF knife. I mean, if you've lost your, gotten your, like, I think it started because somebody got their knife collection stolen or something. And so this mentor of his had this PIF program where he would send out EDC gear and knives. If you had your entire knife collection stolen, that'll cut just about anything you need to cut. I mean, obviously not heavy use or anything, but so long as you don't make a living with your knife, that'll come up in packaging, thread, whatever. This is very interesting. A wood knife. Amor, é tudo. Isso é tudo só pão. Madeira. É só madeira.
Nossa, muito chique.
So this is just a purely wood knife. I don't know if it's hand carved. I don't know if this is meant for like cake. If anybody knows what these are for, I'd be curious. Is it, just a novelty? I don't know. It's got, sort of an edge. I suppose it could be sharpened as well, maybe on a file. I don't, if anyone knows. Wow, you just lost your mom in October. I don't know if it was COVID. With my dad, it was an aneurysm. It's, I don't know how to put this in a delicate way, but it is the season of death. A dear friend of mine, her daughter had been out here for the past couple of years, and Ashley, I guess, up until a couple of weeks ago, she seemed great. Went home. I don't think she moved back home to the East Coast, but I think she was visiting, and I found out last week she died of an overdose. One of the animators that's working on the film I'm working on, he's actually our character designer. This was just a month ago, maybe. His wife was in the mountains sledding with their daughter on her 4th birthday and got into a freak sledding accident. She died, I think, instantly. And the daughter, I think, is just waking up from a coma. She seems to have Bell's palsy. I think she might have major brain damage. But about half her face doesn't seem to really kind of work. But she's awake now, and she's holding on to Daddy. These knives, his mom passed away like at the end of last year. It's just been out of control. There's just so much death. I think I'm forgetting a couple because my another dear friend of mine, her brother's an ex-cop, became a security guard. This was just at the beginning of last week. Responded to an armed robbery, armed car heist, and was shot to death. Now there's the fallout from that is ugly as the family infights. It's just an ugly time. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's the acute feeling of psychic crisis that precedes a civilization's demise. But maybe we're sort of feeling something on a psychic level. It's intense. It's no fun. Yeah, it's an absolutely insane time. So yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. It looks like more of a spatula. You think so? But I had thought of that as well. But look at its blade shape. I don't think it would be a spatula because, well, there is one type of spatula that's shaped like this, but generally they don't have this type. Do they? Do they sometimes have this kind of shape? I don't know. It just, the way it's constructed looks so specifically like a knife. I can imagine it being like a cake knife. I don't know. Is there such a thing? So anyway, I should probably jump off. It's been almost 10 minutes, like for frosting cakes and such. Oh, you think so? It certainly would make sense. I have seen spatulas fairly similar in shape like
Isso é pra
this.
mim.
Isso é espátula ou faca? O que você pensa?
Pra mim, isso é uma faca.
É faca.
Não uma espátula.
Sim, shit.
É faca.
Mariana also thinks that it's definitely a knife, not a spatula. Mas é tudo madeira. É nunca. É tudo madeira.
Mas a gente define o que é faca,
Isso.
não é só porque tem uma lâmina e corta. Mas é o formato.
She's saying the
É o
same.
formato.
She's saying the same thing as me. She's saying just the shape and the form it's taking. It's just not that of a spatula. Anyway, let's see. Okay. So anyway, I should probably jump off because I don't want to coincide with Big Red. Not that. Let's see. There's one person. Yeah. Oh, there's three. Wait. Oh, I think I'm it. I think me, Mariana, and you, Goondocks. So I guess I'm not exactly, but I do want to jump on his thing. I always do. So, oh wait, let me finish the unboxing. Oh, cool! One of these credit card things. I'm sorry, but I love these. They're 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 dumb and corny, but oh, nice! Look, the printing came off on the thing. That's how high quality this is. So, yeah, this typical thing. I mean, this one's branded though, and I have one of these, so I'll replace it. This is a way toothier edge, so it's a branded one, and there's like a million knockoffs of this. It's way better than the crappy, shitty one that I have, which was like Kirkland or something like from Costco or whatever it was. I don't know, but yeah, and this vinyl case is actually much better too. So this is a cool PIF box. Ooh, artisan cutlery. More dum dums. Fantastic paracord. Oh right, Jimislash. I don't have one of his stickers yet, I think. And this is an amazing thing. Look at this. Another one. I have one of these. It's from that company Benchmark. This one's completely unbranded. This is a ceramic knife. Lembra? Ceramic. Faca de ceramic.
Sim, lembro.
So this is a great segue into another topic. I kind of teased it. I'm going to do a video on it. But what is your shower EDC? Right? Like, does anyone have a shower knife? Does anyone have a bathroom knife? I'm a big believer in, not because it's necessary. Well, actually, you know what? So I have my ceramic knife hanging right next to my sink, and I use it all the time because I'm always opening packaging for some reason in my bathroom. Well, because it kind of doubles as a kitchenette. I had the master suite, and so I sort of end up doing a lot of stuff, and I'm constantly needing a knife in the bathroom, and I use this. I use my ceramic knife. So having another one, I gotta tell you, is great. Look at, there's even jimping up here. So let's see. I left him to watch you. Oh, thanks. Okay, so yeah. Ooh, it is sharp though. These ceramic knives are just sharp, but they're so brittle. I almost, as an experiment, just want to see how brittle they are. Okay. So anyway, that's the whole PIF box. And okay, might as well just finish this off. This is what this I got this in. My gnome is Lily. She in years old. She is a rabbit. A rabbit. Yes, gnome is Lily. She in years old. She is a rabbit. I'm gonna submit this. I guess there's a website called English, I think, and they collect stuff like this. And then there's like a sub page of just English in China. I used to love collecting these things as a kid. Stuff from like Sanrio and Japan and stuff would just have these you can't make stuff like this up. And I just love the kitsch of it. So I bought a gang of these. I mean, I should get a whole bunch of these, and giveaways for my channel will include the Reddit towel. So okay, so anyway, Goondocks, thanks a lot for joining. My only viewer, and then give me a thumbs up if you can. But anyway, let's hop off and join Big Red. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to sort of do a memorial for my dad, and just to sort of mark it in history, because I'm feeling numb right now. I'm totally confused. I'm completely stopped up emotionally. totally, out of touch and divorced from my emotions, and just wanted to point out that the Jimislash's program, of PIF, the Pay It Forward program, is, uh, you know, is so timely. So, tá bom, menina, acabou.
Tá bom?
Sim, fala tchau.
Tá, mas espera. Aquela faca de madeira, é faca ou é espátula?
Eu acho a faca.
Faca?
Sim, eu acho faca e você acha faca,
Faca.
mas Gundox pensa, acha espátula.
Tá, pergunta pro povo aí o que eles acham. Pede para deixar de comentário pra gente.
Okay, so Mariana wants you to put in the comments, is this a knife? Is this a wooden knife? Or is this a wooden spatula? Speaking of wooden spatula, I'm going to end with this. If this is a memorial of my father, I just want to point out, hopefully this is a universal message. At this point in the journey of my life, I'm now over 3 years clean sober off of, any kind of, alcohol or recreational substance fun. And, I was self-medicating for a lot of childhood trauma, and I don't say that in a blaming way. I always acknowledge that my parents did the best job that they knew how. They believed that the way they went about it was how you raise children. One of the things they did, especially my father, is he would beat us with a wooden spatula or a wooden spoon and would leave, these horrid, just massive bruising. I remember several times, I was in elementary school. This is a very young age. I'd be the only kid in Southern California going to school on a hot day wearing long sleeves and long shirt, And I remember I'd be so swollen that I could barely fit into my clothing. That's how swollen I'd be. I mean, massive swelling, covered from shoulders to ankles in huge spatula shaped welts. Obviously, that does pretty considerable, psychological damage. Um, and we now today call that complex PTSD. And I want to plug another channel besides Jimislash. It's called the Crappy Fairy Godmother, and she's not a psychotherapist. She's not a professional, but she discovered her journey out of childhood trauma, early childhood trauma. And I suspect it's something that most, if not nearly all, people go through. Most people don't even remember their early childhood trauma, but it leads to a variety of um, symptoms that you might recognize. Things like procrastination, troubles concentrating, um, self-medicating, cutting, all the kinds of things. Some of those are obviously more dramatic symptoms, but some of the less dramatic symptoms that we might dismiss as, they're lazy or they're stupid or they're incompetent or whatever, take a look at the symptoms for complex PTSD. And I can't help but think that that is a major component missing in our social discourse as a society, as a civilization, why we have the kinds of things that are going on. I mean, thinking about, for example, the mass shootings going on. I mean, hurt people, straight up. So, it's now a time for healing. I was talking to my childhood friend, and his dad is going through it. He's refusing treatment for Alzheimer's because he's convinced he doesn't have a problem. And, we were talking about how, we had to do a lot of inner work. I believe that perhaps for thousands of years, I believe my generation, the slacker generation, Generation X, I believe we're the first generation that's going to finally stop the cycle. I've spoken to a lot of other people who have stopped the cycle of abuse. So, maybe this is the emerging a new civilization, a new society, a new way of being human, that's moving away from the brutality of the patriarchal past. So that's my little kind of rant. I realize it doesn't sound like much of a memorial, but that's the way I understand the memorial, because I memorialize my father in a way that he was a gentleman, a great man, but he was given a set of tools that were a relic of the past. In a lot of ways, are a relic of colonialism. I mean, that's the way the Japanese treated Koreans. That's what they understood to be a proper way of disciplining somebody in a youth. And they used to beat us and say, you're having it a lot easier than us. And we act as a kid. I think I'm in terror right now. How could it be worse? But looking back on it, I'm certain it was worse. I'm certain it was much worse. So they were actually taking it easy on us. So he was a generous man. He was a gentleman. They just weren't given the kinds of tools we were, and they were brutally traumatized. I mean, at the age of 5, he had to survive, genocide. I mean, take a look at the history of the Korean War. It was a brutal history that is unfathomable. I'll just tell the quick story, a slightly long story of the what they call the North Korea bombing crisis. There was an emergency meeting in the Oval Office between President Eisenhower and Admiral Curtis LeMay, who is what Doctor Strangelove, the character was based on. Not Doctor Strangelove, but the general character, the Admiral character. Um, and you know, the crisis was the fact that he said there's no more bombing targets left in North Korea. There's not a telephone pole, a pile of rubble, a tree. There's not a there's nothing left, not a building left. He bragged, we turned their cities into dust, and then we bombed the dust into powder. It's the only, and after the meeting, it's purported that President Eisenhower wept, and this is a general, 5-star general. He wept. It's the only known instance of a president weeping. Unbelievable. That's Hollywood for you. Such a dickhead. These selfish bastards. All right, well, fucking probably a Russian bastard. Okay, I can't believe I said that. Sorry, Grom, if you watch this later. The Generation X. Dang, brother, I'm sorry. Okay, the can Nick Gunderlich. Neverage. So
Fala mais do que a nega do leite.
so yeah, I mean, they dropped more bombs on North Korea, on a tiny country of North Korea, which mostly is mountainous. So there's almost no arable land. They bombed it. They dropped more bombs that year, North Korea, than all of the entire Pacific theater of World War II combined. I mean, they leveled that country. And so when we criticize North Korea and say, oh, they starve their own population, every famine is man-made. Every famine is man-made. In 1994, when that famine hit, that was still the legacy of that bombing, because they had denuded the country so badly that when storms hit, there were mudslides everywhere. There was massive crop failure all over the country, and that's what led to the famine. I mean, we are not given good information in this country. We're the most propagandized society on the planet. The old Soviet Union, they knew they were being lied to. We seem to not notice. Anyway, so that's my rant. This all relates to how we got to this moment. How did we arrive at this moment where I'm memorializing my father by talking about the history of brutality in North Korea and how we move forward as a civilization? It's all relevant. And by the way, this is my method of philosophy. This is how I go about it. So, and I'd like to do more content along these lines. So, anyway, thanks for joining us. I don't know if you're still here, but okay, I'm going to close it with that.
Bye.
Fala tchau. Fala algumas em inglês. Algumas.
Ah, tá. Let's go. Big Head Live.
Okay. All right, let's go to Big Hedgy Live. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Lá tem sorteio! Uhul! Sorteio, sorteio, sorteio.
Você vai ganhar? Você vai ganhar?
Eu quero ganhar hoje para você, amor, pra você ficar feliz.
Tá bom. Obrigado. Obrigado.
Tudo para você.
All right, bye.
Bye.